Hello and welcome back to another episode of Zelda's YouTube channel. Just kidding. Today I'll be showing you guys my May favorites, and I'm sort of sick right now. That's the reason that I'll probably have a weird sounding voice. But I wanted to show you guys my May favorites because I always enjoyed watching these videos and I really wanted to make one. I don't really have a lot of stuff to show you, but I'll show you the few things I have. Let's just get right into it. The first thing I've been loving is this Smashbox Beauty palette, and it's the Cover Shot Ablaze palette, and it's by Smashbox. The packaging itself is not that nice, however this is quite awesome since it's reflective. Quite cool. You might have seen this in my previous video that I actually only managed to upload yesterday, but basically this palette just has a lot of very beautiful colors. They're very neutral colors as well, and they're just really pretty. If you have watched my previous video, then you know that if I've been wearing makeup recently, I've basically only been wearing this. Never mind the fact that today I am wearing something else. But this palette is gold. The pigment is amazing. It's not that cheap. I don't know what I paid anymore. I actually forgot. But I know it wasn't very cheap. But at the same time, it wasn't the most expensive thing that's out there. And honestly, it's worth it. The pigments really are amazing, and you really only need a tiny amount of the product to actually have the full color. The next thing I've been loving is this charcoal face wash, and I actually received this for my birthday from one of my friends. It sort of has a really weird consistency. It's like a weird gel cream. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really strange. But nevertheless, this stuff is really great. Ever since I started using it, my skin has felt so much softer than it did before, and I haven't had any major outbreaks recently, so I'm going to continue using this. You probably won't be able to buy it unless you're actually in Germany, because I think it is a German brand and therefore you won't be able to receive it in any American stores, and I've never actually seen this anywhere in the US or in any other country. But if you are from Germany, I recommend buying this because it is a drugstore brand and it's probably not that expensive, but it's worth it, whatever it costs. I actually received this from my friend, so I don't know how much it does cost, but knowing the brand, it's probably not going to be that expensive, and since it is from the drugstore, I recommend buying this because it's really great. My next thing that I've been loving this month is another face wash that I got from a different friend for my birthday as well. That was in April, by the way, if anyone's interested. This face wash is from Rituals, actually. You'll probably be able to get it in several different countries. And it's really nice, and can we just shortly talk about this packaging? And then there's this packaging, which are both very aesthetically pleasing. And I don't want to use it up because it's so aesthetically pleasing. But no, actually you're supposed to use this on your dry skin. I use it on my wet skin because it feels really strange on dry skin. And this is actually the Sensational Soft Cleanser by Rituals. And it feels really strange if you use it on dry skin, but if you use a little bit of water, the stuff is great as well. And again, this has also been helping any outbreaks recently, and it's really wonderful, and it has a really nice creamy texture as well. Additionally, this stuff also doesn't actually dry out my skin since I feel it is actually a bit of an oil base. Typically, a lot of cleansers do dry out your skin because they contain alcohol, but this stuff does a really great job at cleansing but not actually dehydrating my skin and still letting me feel like I have a fresh face. Next, I have two songs that I've actually been really loving, and they're two songs by some older bands. The first one is Alright by Christopher Cross, and the second one is The Logical Song by Supertramp, and I shall play a tiny bit of those songs. So this is Alright by Christopher Cross. Know what's on your mind, and I know it gets tough sometimes, 'cause it's alright, think we're gonna make it, think it might just work out this time, it's alright, think we're gonna make it. So that is Alright by Christopher Cross, and now we shall show you the Supertramp song. Now we shall show you the Supertramp song, and that is called the Logical Song. It seemed like it was so wonderful. A miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical. There are times when all the world is asleep. The questions run too deep for such a simple mind. So anyways, that was the Logical Song. So typically I wouldn't actually listen to this type of music too much, but it was actually given to me as a recommendation on Spotify, and I actually really love these songs. So I've been jamming to them. Yeah, anyways, they've been really great songs and I've actually really enjoyed listening to them, and they're quite upbeat. So good mood's going. Yeah. The next thing I've been loving are these awesome facial mists. The one is by Mario Badescu and this one is by Lush. And this one by Mario Badescu is the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And this is the tea tree water toner by Lush, as said. So, funny story behind this. I actually recently decided that it would be a great idea to get rid of, or better to say use up, some products that I've had laying around here. Anyways, I recently decided that I should start using things up. So I started using these though, and I've come to my normal state where I'm just like, wow, I really love them and I don't want to use them because I want to keep them. And I've been really loving them since they are really amazing and they're really refreshing. I don't actually like rose water, but I read a lot of good stuff about the Mario Badescu one, and I also heard a lot of people raving about this stuff, and it wasn't too expensive. I mean, it was $7, but I bought it, and I'm not the biggest fan of rose water, but this stuff is gold. This stuff is gold. I don't really enjoy rose water. I don't really like the scent of rose water since it has this weird smell to me. I don't know. But this stuff is really nice. It's really refreshing. You can use this as a setting spray for your makeup as well, apparently. And also you can spray it on your hair to make your hair smell good if you didn't shower. I've never actually done that, but I don't know. So far I've only been using it to refresh. I don't like the smell of rose water, but I like this smell, which makes no sense, but whatever. Now the Lush one is a tea tree water toner, as mentioned, and this one actually is more against pimples and outbreaks. If you don't know, tea tree oil is actually a great oil to help breakouts and to prevent future breakouts, and it's just really great. You can buy it typically at any drugstore, or you might even be able to find things at like Target or Walmart, I don't know. Just ask for it if you're interested in buying it. And they're typically not that expensive and they last really long. They usually come in bottles like this size. They're not that big. And it costs around €5 maybe. I don't know, that would be like $7, $6, $7, something like that. This tiny bottle though will last you forever. I mean, I have mine since 3 years now or something like that. And I'm only coming to the end of my bottle now. So it's really worth the money, in my opinion, and it really helps with acne and everything like that. Back to the product, this one actually has the oil mixed into this toner, and it's sort of a facial mist as well. Again, it's just really refreshing and it's really wonderful. I've been really loving this. Now we have another product that I actually received for my birthday, and as said, my birthday was in April, but just note why it's under my May favorites is actually because I only really started using all these products in May because I had some other products that I was using beforehand. I've been wearing this lipstick by M.A.C so much, and this is the On and On lipstick. It is sort of this iridescent lipstick. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a bit of a purple tone, but this lipstick is really great. It's really nice because it's got this sheer glittery look, and it's not really intense, but at the same time it is intense because it's sort of a dark purple, but it's a sheer dark purple, if that makes sense. Basically, when you wear this lipstick, it looks like a unicorn shit on your mouth because it's basically sparkly purple and it's really awesome. It's raining unicorn poo. On to movies and series. I have not had a lot of time recently to go and watch movies and series recently since I've had a lot of exams and all of that stuff. But when I did have time, I only watched one series. And I know a friend recommended it to me a long time ago. This must have been about a year ago, but they never actually had it on Netflix or anything like that. So I couldn't actually watch it. Anyways, they recently got Bates Motel, and I started watching Bates Motel this month. And in a very short period of time, even though I didn't have time, I kind of got through like 2 or 3 seasons. So anyways, it's about a mom and her son who moved to a little city after the father actually dies. When they move to the city, they actually buy a motel, and therefore obviously the name Bates Motel because their last name is Bates. And it's all about them restarting this hotel and a bunch of really weird stuff that actually happens. So now that I gave you a summary on Bates Motel, I will be showing you my last item of today. So my last item is a bit dirty because they're these shoes. Recently I actually went out with some friends to a park and it started pouring rain, and next I know I'm standing with white shoes in a bunch of rainy mud. So yeah, they're kind of dirty, but I still wanted to show them because I've been really loving these shoes and I've been wearing them a lot recently, and you'll probably know them because they're all over the place. You see them on Instagram, on Tumblr, probably even half the school has them. They're very basic shoes, and they are the classic Reebok shoes. These are made of leather actually, and they're not really cheap shoes, but I'd say that they're not that expensive. I mean, considering they're real leather as well. These were around 60 euros, that's fine. I mean, that's like what a normal pair of shoes cost. They're super comfortable, they have arch support. It's not amazing arch support, but they do have arch support, and yeah, they're just really great. That was that. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it. And I enjoyed compiling my favorites of this month here. And I'll probably do this next month as well. Anyways, thanks for staying to the end if you finished watching this video, and I will see you next week. Bye!